You are welcome to my today's lesson. I'm so delighted to meet us again today. Hope you are prepared for today's lesson. So get your pen, your paper, sit back and let's do this together, okay? Alright, you're welcome once again. Today we'll be looking at factors and multiples. Factors and multiples. So by the time we're done today, you will know what factors are and what multiples are. And then you can list out multiples of a given number and then factors also of any given number. So let's proceed. So factor. A factor is a number that divides the given number without remainder. Any number that can divide a given number without anything remaining is referred to as its factor. Okay? And this factor can either be positive or negative. You can have a positive factor and also a negative factor. Take for instance 8. Okay? The factors of 8 can be 1, 8, 2, 4. And also minus 1, minus 8, minus 2, minus 4. So we can have it as 1 minus 1, 2 minus 2, 4 minus 4, 8 minus 8. Reason is because 8 is a positive number and two negative numbers multiply to give us a positive number. So we can as well have negative factors, okay? Negative factors of a number and positive factors of a number. But strictly, we are going to be, considering only the positive numbers in this lesson, okay? We're going to be looking at the positive factors, okay, in this particular lesson, okay? So positive numbers are the ones we are going to focus on, okay? So let's move on. So I want us to look at properties of factors, okay? Number one is that the number of factors of a number is finite. The number of factors of a number is finite, is countable, is limited, okay? We have quite few factors of numbers. Few factors of a given number. So we have finite number of factors of a number. Finite number of factors of a number. Countable, okay? Alright. So, and a factor of a number is always less than or equal to the given number. It's either is less or is equal. It can't be greater than. A factor of any given number is always less than or equal to the given number. Is less or equal. Less or equal. Okay, note that. Then every number except for 0 and 1 has at least two factors, 1 and itself. Except for 0 and 1, every number has at least two factors, 1 and itself. Except for 0 and 1, every number has at least two factors, okay, 1 and itself. Is that clear? Now, division and multiplication are the operations we use in finding factors. We use the division and multiplication to find factors. So, how to find factors is using your division and multiplication, okay? I'm going to be showing us how you can use your division to find the factors of a number and how you can use your multiplication to find factors of a number. Is that clear to you now? So let's proceed. Okay, we start with factors by division. Factors by division. Now for division, since we know that factors of a given number is always less than or equal to the given number, okay? Factors of given number are always less than or equal to given number, okay? If they are always less than, that means for us to use the division method, the first thing we do is to find all the numbers less than or equal to the given number. Okay? You find all the numbers less than or equal to the given number. That's the first thing to do when you are using division, okay, to find your factors. The second thing is you start dividing the number by the number you listed at, the numbers less than or equal to the given number. You start dividing the given number by the numbers, one after the other, one after the other, one after the other. Then the divisor that gives no remainder is the factor of the given number. Any divisor that gives you no remainder becomes the factor of the given number. So as you're dividing, you're taking note of the ones with remainder and the ones with zero remainder. So the ones with zero remainder are the ones that will be your factors, okay? Are the ones that will be your factors of the given number. The ones with zero remainder become the factors of the given number, okay? So let's solve an instance now. Okay, find the positive factors of 6 using the division method. Okay, let's see how you can do this. So first I'm going to list out all the numbers less than 6 plus 6 anyway. So I'm having the positive numbers that are less than or equal to 6. They are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so let us divide 6 by each of these numbers. Let us divide. I've already done that. You can do it yourself. I have 6 divided by 1 is 6 remainder 0. 6 divided by 2, I have 3 remainder 0. 6 divided by 3, I have 2 remainder 0. 6 divided by 4, I have 1 remainder 2. 6 divided by 5, I have 1 remainder 1. 6 divided by 6, I have 1 remainder 0. So the ones with 0 remainder are the factors. So I'm having 1, 2, 3, and 6. They are the factors. So the factors of 6 are 1, 2, 3, and 6. They are the ones with 0 remainder. So we have 4 factors, 4 numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember we said they are finite, they are countable, they are limited. Numbers less than 6 or equal to 6. So here we have 1 is less than 6, 2 is less than 6, 3 is less than 6, 6 is equal to 6. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 6 as factors of 6. Try it out and you get the same result. So let's proceed. Okay, we look at factors by multiplication. How do you work out factors by multiplication? Let's see. Write the number given as the product of 2 numbers in different possible ways. Okay, that's the first thing. You write out the number given as product of 2 numbers in different possible ways. Okay, all the numbers that are involved in all these products are the factors of the given number. So let's do it using 6 again. Okay, so 2 numbers that can multiply to give us 6. We'll start thinking. Okay, we have 6 is equal to 1 times 6, and 6 again is equal to 2 times 3. Is there any other? Is there any other? I don't think so. So these are the factors. 1, 2, 3, 6 are the factors of 6. Okay, so these are the ways you can find your factors: division method and multiplication method. So we'll get 1, 2, 3, and 6 are the factors of 6. Okay, good. Next we look at is multiples. Multiples are numbers that we get when we multiply one whole number by another number. When you multiply a number by another number, you keep multiplying by whole numbers, you get multiples. Okay, do you remember your multiplication table? They are filled with multiples. They are filled with multiples. Okay, so let's look at one of what we have on our multiplication table. Do you still remember your 2 times 1, 2, 2 times 2, 4, 2 times 3, 6, 2 times 4, 8, 2 times 5, 10, 2 times 6, 12, 2 times 7, 14, 2 times 8, 16. Let me stop there. You can continue over and over and over and over. So these are the multiples of 2. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, and 16. They are the multiples of 2. There are so many of them, uncountable of them, but these are the ones we can take in this little space that we have. So we have these are the multiples. So this is how you find the multiples of any given number. You keep multiplying the number by whole numbers and you get the multiples. Okay, good. So what are the properties of multiples? One is that every number is a multiple of itself. Every number is a multiple of itself. You can see it in the 2 we just did. 2 times 1, 2. 2 is a multiple of itself, okay? Every number is a multiple of itself. Note that. Then secondly is that multiples of a number are infinite. Okay? They are infinite or infinite. Okay, so they are uncountable. Multiples of a number are infinite. They are uncountable. As long as you have a number to multiply by that given number, you will get its multiple. So they are infinite, infinite, infinite. Okay, so multiples of a number are infinite, uncountable. Okay. So the multiple of a number is greater than or equal to the number itself. Multiples are always greater than or equal to the given number. Multiples are always greater than or equal to the given number. So let's look at this instance here. So let's list out the first 5 multiples of 3. If I say you should list out multiples of 3, we have a lot of them. So we limit ourselves so that we'll get what we want and we don't end up confusing some people. So let's limit it to the first 5 multiples. The first 5 multiples of 3. Okay, here are they. 3 times 1, 3 times 2, 3 times 3, 3 times 4, 3 times 5. These are the first 5 multiples of 3. So 3 times 1 is 3, 3 times 2 is 6, 3 times 3 is 9, 3 times 4 is 12, 3 times 5 is 15. These are the first 5 multiples of 3. You can see it. Okay, so move on. So let's give the first 5 multiples of 12. The same format, the same way. So you multiply by the first 5 numbers. And we have 12 times 1, 12 times 2, 12 times 3, 12 times 4, 12 times 5. For 12 times 1 we have 12. 12 times 2 we have 24. 12 times 3 we have 34. 12 times 3 we have 36. 12 times 3 is 36, 12 times 4 we have 48. 12 times 5 we have 60. These are the first 5 multiples of 12. 12, 24, 36, 48, and 60 are the first 5 multiples of 12. Okay? So next is prime numbers. Prime numbers. Okay? A number that has only one and itself as a factor is referred to as a prime number. That number that no other number can divide it except one and itself is referred to as prime number. Example we have here is 7. If we have 2, we have 3, but here I have 7. Let's take 7 for instance. 7 can only be divided by 1 and itself. No other number. Think. No other number can divide 7. So that particular number that no other number but 1 and itself can divide it alone, then that number is referred to as a prime number. So I have a list of them here. Prime numbers from 1 to 100. Prime numbers from 1 to 100. You can see them listed as 2, 3, 4. Sorry, I'm counting 1 to 3 now. Sorry for that. 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23, and so on. These are prime numbers between 1 and 100. Take note of them. Okay, these are prime numbers between 1 and 100. Numbers that only 1 and itself can divide it. Okay, so these are prime numbers between 1 and 100. So take note of them, list them out, and then master them. Okay, all right, so let's proceed. Next we have composite numbers. Composite numbers. A number that has more than 2 factors is referred to as composite number. Any number that has more than 2 factors, unlike the prime numbers, we refer to them as composite numbers. Numbers with more than 2 factors are called composite numbers. Okay, so here are instances 10, 15, and 25, and so on. We have so many of them. Numbers with more than 2 factors that have more than 2 factors are called composite numbers. Okay, so in other words, a number that is divisible by number other than 1 and itself is called a composite number. So if any other number except for 1 and 7 can divide that number, we say it is a composite number. Is that clear? So a number that has more than 2 factors, any number with more than 2 factors is referred to as composite number. Note that. Okay, so we have types of composite numbers. We have the odd composite number. The odd composite number refers to the ones, the odd composite numbers are the odd numbers that are not prime number. Okay, every odd number that is not a prime number is referred to as odd composite number. Is that clear? Every odd number that is not a prime number is referred to as odd composite number. Simple. Every odd number that is not a prime number is referred to what? Is referred to as odd composite number. All the odd numbers which are not prime are odd composite numbers. Is that clear? All the odd numbers that are not prime are odd composite numbers. We have 9, 15, 21, 25, 27. They are odd composite numbers. Is that clear? Why the even composite number, all the even numbers which are not prime are even composite numbers. We have 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, and so on. Even numbers that are not prime are even composite numbers. Okay? Good. So move forward. Prime factors. Prime factors. Prime factors of a number are those of its factors that are prime numbers. Okay? Prime factors of a number are those of its factors that are prime numbers. For instance, we have prime factors of 30 are. So we have factors of 30 now. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 15, and 30. So the prime factors are the prime numbers here. We have 2, 3, 5. So now the prime factors of 30 will be 2, 3, and 5. These are the prime numbers that are factors of 30. Prime numbers that are factors of 30. Okay? So that's what we refer to as prime factors. So let's look at examples. Give me prime factors of 60. Prime factors of 60. First, you find the factors of 60. Okay, I use the multiplication method. Okay, so we have 60 times 1, 60, 30 times 2, 60, 20 times 3, 60, 15 times 4, 60, 12 times 5, 60, 10 times 6, 60. These are factors, okay? These are factors of 60. Then we sort out the prime numbers then. I have 2, I have 3, I have 5. So I have 3 prime numbers that are factors of 60. Hence, I can say that prime factors of 60 are 2, 3, and 5. 2, 3, and 5. They are the prime factors of 60. 3 of them, 2, 3, and 5. Is that clear? Alright, try this. Add all the prime Add all the prime numbers between 1 and 10. Do it. All the prime numbers between 1 and 10. Now the first thing to do is to list out the prime numbers between 1 and 10. Mark them. Okay? Alright. So the prime numbers between 1 and 10, I have 2, 3, 5, and 7. And they say I should add. So you now add. Okay, so if I add, what do I have? I have 17. 17. Is that your answer? Good. So that's it. So tens. And now is the time for your questions. Any question, drop it at the comment box and I will attend to your questions. Okay? All right.